Hey guys, Ayush here from Andronomics. Today I'll be reviewing the Xiaomi Mi 4 and this is my first video review. Hope you guys enjoy. So I've been using this phone for around 6 months now and it has not disappointed me in terms of performance apart from few issues which I'll be discussing in a few minutes. Let's start with the hardware part first. This phone is running a Snapdragon 801 chipset clocked at 2.5 GHz with Adreno 330 GPU and 3 gigs of RAM. Now, even though the chipset and the GPU are a bit outdated if you compare them with the current generation phones, but in terms of real world performance and gaming, UI navigation, multitasking, etc., it's quite zippy and you won't notice any sort of lags. It has a 5-inch Full HD display, which to be honest is just gorgeous and right up there with the best screens available in the smartphone market today. It has a 13MP back camera and an 8MP front camera, which I'll be discussing in detail in a few minutes. Coming to the build quality, it has a full aluminum frame on the sides, which looks truly premium, and even the front looks quite premium. But when you turn the phone to the back, original cover that comes with the phone, it's quite glossy as you can see, and it's a fingerprint magnet. And if you're holding this phone with this cover, you're quite prone to dropping the phone. So I'd suggest you just buy another cover like this one. It's quite cheap and easily available. I'll drop a link in the coming to the performance part. This phone is a beast of a performer, and when it was launched last year, it had some of the best specifications that any smartphone had at that point of time. In the Antutu benchmark, this phone scored about 44,000 when it was absolutely new, and now it scores about 40,000, and this drop of 4,000 is expected in a span of 6 months. In terms of actual performance, it has not slowed down at all, and I can still run games like Real Racing, Modern Combat easily without any lags. So this phone won't disappoint you at all if you are a casual user and use the phone for browsing or texting and for camera. And even if you're a gamer, you will not be disappointed at all by the performance of this phone. So coming to the UI part, this phone is running MIUI 7 on top of Android KitKat. Now that's the first major drawback if you're an Android lover, because Android Marshmallow has already started rolling out and this phone has not even been updated to Android Lollipop. But if you're an MI user, you'll know that hardly matters, because an MIUI phone running Android KitKat and Android Lollipop, they look exactly the same. Now if you use the UI even for 5 minutes, you will get to know how much care and effort Xiaomi has put in to make it lag free and bug free. It has some beautifully designed apps, and the app icons also get updated, like this weather icon and the clock icon. They show you live updates. The animations are really fluid and you won't notice any lags. It has some nifty features which may not sound very attractive at first glance, but if you use the phone regularly, you'll notice how useful they are. Like this one-handed mode, which can help you reach the top of the screen quite easily. And it has a feature called daily lock screen, where you can get HD wallpapers daily, which are copyrighted by Xiaomi, and your lock screen changes daily every day with new wallpapers. Now, 13MP camera on this phone takes some really decent images which are quite detailed, but one issue that I've noticed in these 6 months is that the colors are sometimes a bit washed out. Like, you can see how detailed the images are, and the shutter speed is also quite good. It doesn't take even half a second to click pics. The front camera is absolutely amazing, and it's one of the best front cameras that I've seen on any phone. So if you're a selfie lover, just go ahead for this. Coming to some additional features, this phone has an IR blaster which you can use to control many appliances such as your TV, AC, etc. And it's quite useful if you don't want to hassle with many remotes at home. It also has a very good battery, which is a 3080 mAh battery, and it has a quite decent battery life of about 1.1.5 days. Now, one of the major issues with this phone is that it heats up like anything while gaming and even sometimes while charging the phone, especially the metal portion, and it's quite hot to even hold the phone in your hands. Another issue with this phone is that it doesn't have 4G support and no micro SD card slot. So if you are going with the 16 GB version, you will be stuck with 16 GB for the entire life of this phone. Is currently available for around 15,000 for the 16 GB model and around 18,000 for the 64 GB model. And I would suggest you go with the 64 GB model because 16 GB is too less for a phone of this caliber. So if you have any questions related to this phone, just drop your questions in the comment section. And thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video.